Hi, this is Sally of Rainy Day Gypsy. Welcome to tutorial number 5 of our little Papillon journal. Thanks for being here. We have this one and one more where I will teach you to do the cover and then we're done. This one's going to be the embellishing part, which is my favorite part, by the way. Before we get started, I was just going to tell you what's going on in my life these days. Some of you may know because I've said some things on Facebook, but my husband and I sold our house of 30 years in Montana, in the Bitterroot. We sold it in January, so we had to be out like mid-Feb when it was snowing, of course. And we decided to move to Missoula, where our son and his family live, which is about 45 miles north of where we were. So in the meantime, we bought a lot. Well, we're waiting for it to close. There's some issues with the county, but we bought a lot and we will be building. And right now we're living in our RV, which is a really nice RV. Don't get me wrong, but it is, it doesn't have a whole lot of space. So I am here at the RV dining table, going to do the 5th tutorial for this little project. The first 4 tutorials were done in December and January, so before I even packed up everything. And so as I'm throwing in boxes, I'm trying to keep everything straight that I'll be doing. So anyway, here we are, ready to go. Just bear with me. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some of the things I'll be using to embellish. This is the fun part of the whole thing. All these little fabrics and laces and, oops, there's money. All these little fabrics and laces, some little paper scraps and little jewelry things, ribbons, and my little bin of bits. So buttons and stamps and little treasures there. So we'll use all those things. Of course, I'll be using bone folder, scissors, probably some distressing going on here and there. I'm going to be using a little bit of this acrylic paint and a stencil and just a little brush. So I'll be doing that. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. And I think I'll use some of this Tombow liquid glue. It just depends. I have some string to tie buttons on. And I got this the other day at Joann's. It's linen tape. It's Tim Holtz. But that was kind of cool. I guess you peel this backing off and use it. So kind of excited to use that. And some of my homemade washi tape. So let's move these piles and let's get started. Like I say, this is kind of the creative and fun part for me. I got this at Joann's the other day too on sale. It came in a pack of 2, but I thought that was kind of fun. I am going to, I'll be using my rulers too. I'm going to go ahead and do some stenciling first. So, there we go. And remember, I didn't ever do anything to the money because I wanted to do some stamping on that. And of course, you see the color that I've got. So I'm going to do, let's just play. That's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, I see the little design there. Yeah. It's just kind of fun. It just gives it another little dimension. It doesn't do anything major exciting, but it's kind of fun. Okay, so he's going to go over there and dry for a while. The money man. Okay. And I'll put away my paint for the moment. All right, so I'm going to get started on this page. It's the ledger page that I had. And we're going to go ahead and put our little girl on the front of that. Boy, this table is small. Bear with me here. Let's put her over here. Okay, so I'm going to use this picture that I got in Joann's the other day in a pack of Tim Holtz stuff, and she was on sale too. I had fun. Since practically everything I have is in storage, I had to do something for myself. So, of course, where do I go? All right, I'm going to go ahead and try and rough her up. Normally, I would use sandpaper, but I don't have any. Ooh, I don't want to poke her face out. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. That looks kind of good. All right, I'm going to do that. So I want to use her here. And I'm just going to go ahead and distress her a little bit with some ink, just to make her look like she's older. Looks old to me. And I want to put some lace along the side of that. So if I lined it up with this, it'd probably be good. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. And I think I'll use Fabri-Tac. It's really pretty out here where we're living, but you might hear some farm trucks and stuff going by. We're living on a little organic orchard. Well, it's about a 20-acre organic orchard where this guy, he just planted another 600 trees. But it's at the base of a mountain. It's really pretty. He just planted another 600 trees, and I'm guessing he has probably 500 already planted out there, but they're just small. They're not, there aren't any apples or anything on them yet. Now, I don't know what he's doing with them. I don't know if he's gonna grow the trees and sell those, or sell the fruit later. I guess I could ask him. I rarely see him. He comes and does all this work, and then I don't see him. But you might hear some farm trucks going by, is what I'm warning you about. I'm going to put this piece here. And there's a little pond out here, so you'll hear some ducks, some geese, all sorts of birds. There's some really fun little hijinks that go on out here. My husband saw 3 little otters in the pond the other day playing. I don't know if there's a back and a front on that, but let's see. Why I'm using this glue, I have no idea. I'm just trying it. Let's see how it works with fabric. I think it'll be okay. Okay, now what I want to do on this one is I want to frame that picture of this lady. I want to frame her over the top of that with this velvet. I don't need very much of it, so I'm going to just cut this. And you know me, I don't do anything very straight. This is some of my hand-dyed velvet. Such a pretty color. By the way, so it's impossible to dye velvet and silk and all that kind of stuff in the RV. So I have a little setup outside that Danny made me with a table and all my pans and stuff, and we have this little outdoor stove. So that's what I'm doing. It's kind of fun until it rains, and then it's not. Okay. Oh, so I wanted to tell you that the other day I was playing around and I dyed some velvet and silk with some natural dyes. I used turmeric. Is that how you say it? And I used one with turmeric. And it turned out bright yellow. It's really pretty. It's almost like a dandelion color. And then I used one with purple cabbage, which I was disappointed in. It turned out to be a real pale lilac, which is pretty, but I wanted kind of a funky purpley blue. Didn't happen. But anyway, it was pretty. I'll show those to you one of these days. Maybe at the end of this project. We're going to have one more tutorial after this, which will be making the cover out of our envelopes and binding in the signature. And then she's done. I like that. I really like that. Okay, and then I need a couple little buttons. I don't necessarily have to match, but I want them little. Those match well enough, I think. Okay, and let me show you what I do with my buttons. I don't always sew them on. Rarely do I sew them on. Just cut a piece of string. This is pearl cotton, probably ivory or ecru or something. So I don't use a needle most of the time. I just use this and go through the holes. I should have, if I go da 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 da, I want to start at the back. Start on the underside of the button. go through the top side. There's one, and let's do this other one. There's this big blue heron that lives over in the pond. We see him all the time. I think he fishes in this little ditch. And he's huge. And he's so pretty. He's like a turquoisey gray blue when he spreads his wings out. And his wings are huge. Okay, let's get this down. Anyway, I call him Icky, short for Ichabod Crane. Even though he's a heron, I call him whatever. Excuse me. So Icky's around now and again. I'm just going to put the glue right here for this tool. I'm going to put it here where the picture will be. Actually, maybe I could use it for the picture too. Let's try that. I feel kind of rusty on these tutorials. Okay. Wow, I really like that. And now we'll glue the little buttons on. Put them up here. Okay, I think that page is done, except she needs some more glue. I think my glue is kind of plugged up. It's taking a lot of strength to squirt some out. Okay, I'm pleased with that. There she is. You can sew around her if you'd like to. I'm not going to because my sewing machine is in storage, but there you go. There she is. I like her. All right. So that was this page. And inside, I think I'm going to leave it and somebody can write on that. We don't have to decorate every page. All right, I'm going to set this one aside for now. I think this one might be good where it's at. Okay. All right, let's start with, let's go, this one is, he's always easy because I'm not going to do anything. I don't think. That one just stays that way. This one, let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at all of them before we go. Okay, the money we just stenciled, so that's done. The envelope, I'll get a stamp here. That's pretty. This one might be hanging down a little low. We can always trim it when we get it done. And there's some little secret messages, message pads. I like this stuff, by the way. That's the first time I'd ever seen it. I don't know if it's new or, you know, I love that one. I don't know if that stuff is new or if I'm just not in with the groove, you know. Which could very well be. I like this one with this little envelope and everything, but might be hard to get those to stay there. Might have to do something to that. That's pretty. There's my stamp. Here's the pockets. These, by the way, are, I have a tutorial on this. So I'll link it in the description box. It was really kind of fun. This is getting, I have to fix that too. I'm a little disappointed in this one because he's so light. But that's okay. Actually, you know, I always love them all. I love that feather. Butterflies don't have feathers, but if they did, that'd be the one. Oh. And this probably isn't the order I want them in either, so I'll rearrange that tomorrow. Okay. There they are, not in any particular order, but they're what I call 90% done. So let's leave it at that for today. Thank you for being with me, by the way, and I will see you on the next and last tutorial for Papillon. Thank you. Bye-bye.